world. Tom here has trouble communicating with his fellow comrades. Let's help him out, shall we? Look at Tom here without a script. See how much he's struggling to think of things to say? Don't leave your conversations to chance. Now look at him go. With the scripts that we distribute every morning to every citizen, the stability of our society is assured. Everyone is happier for it.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Go for the moon. Go for the moon.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Great, you?
Great. And you?
Well, great.
So, what now?
I don't know. This never happened before.
Someone should sort it out soon enough.
I hope so. I don't know where I have to be at 9.
Well, maybe you don't have to be anywhere at 9.
I usually do.
Well, today feels different.
How so?
Like, a world full of possibilities has opened up. Today, when I stepped out the door, I felt alive. I was awake. I know what I want, and I'm free to pursue it. I'm stepping away from the void of the script, where the only uncertainty is certainty. The landscape is shifting, changing. I don't have to play my role. Someone else can. I can play the roles I want. I'm my own screenwriter, producer, the director. The world is my cast. Chaos is my script. I can say whatever garbage I come up with without any repercussions whatsoever. No plot, no substance, no meaning. The only limit to the mayhem I can cause is my own nihilistic motivation.
Quiet! What if they hear you?
Let them hear me.
I sure hope it doesn't rain today.
Do you realize how hard gardening is? You have to know the difference between a rose and a dandelion, and get those darn groundhogs away from your cabbage patches. To be fair, they make for good steaks.
Do you know how hard it is to get bull testosterone out of latex? I'll have you know it requires over 2,000 hours of taking out the barracuda semen and a whole lot of determination.
Soy milk is made from beans. You crush it and smash it until it starts oozing. And then once you taste, your taste buds are also crushed and smashed. And it's basically like professional wrestling of high calcium milk, but with more heterosexuality.
Who is Neef and why am I always under her? Like, what makes this person so special? I'm tired of being that low guy. I don't want to be underneath.
There is definitely a distinction between the quiet yet subtle undertones of concentrated whale fuel and the brash smell of crowded wallets buried underneath the skin-tight socks of a God-fearing monkey. I'm not sure if this constitutes an irreversible loop or if it's just my insecurities slipping away from the control of HQ. The pressure I'm under constantly makes me perceive alternate realities in which robotic pencil sharpeners rampage around low-income housing, demolishing and ravaging what's left of the middle class. Perhaps it's for the best. General Ben Dover always predicted that this war would end in the creation of a slighter bluish shade of fuchsia, and I've yet to listen to his furious rants. It's probably just a fever anyway.
As their dinky trailers huddled around the fields, the posterior, developed through squatting, is of considerable muscular and carbohydrate mass. When coupled with vodka, it toughs through the winter. Now, in this more civilized age, servings of it are becoming rarer and rarer. In fact, it's been so rare that it is nearly insulting to tell someone else to eat ass. I, however, believe that it is purely a historical mistake.
The Roman Empire was never known for its wormholes, which is unfortunate.
Rising economic importance of French county Edi-Montagne is really making my stamp collection a lot more memorable.
I am currently in the process of mugging you. Or am I?
Hope it doesn't rain today.
It's very tasty.
I don't like the sun, always shining down and smiling and stuff. I decide when it's day. In fact, the sun propagates institutionalized inequality. It oppresses the lower castes living in the North Pole, as if the elves aren't suffering enough already.
Although people doubt its exquisite nature, the didgeridoo never ceases to amaze me with its harmonious downbeats. I've never been one to believe in God, but this instrument has led me to think otherwise.
You know what really grinds my gears? Non-oiled gears. Old conveyor belts, rusty gears, and bolts stuck in the darn machine. Last time that happened, I had to crawl into it. I came out in a can of soup.
Clogged toilets really bring out the worst in every relationship. As a matter of fact, the last time a flood of excrement stuffed the plumbing of my evacuation apparatus, I had to enter my house from the front door.
Have you seen the price of cabbage this week? Man, sometimes I wonder if the Pope cares about the everyman. If he did, he wouldn't let truck gardeners have such a hard time. You need to do something about it, you know? Like, waive it all with his Vatican insurance or something. Being a Pope is a hard job. You never know when an Italian painter is gonna fall on you from the ceiling. At least it smells nice.
Briskly to place yourself from my passage in such a manner that your bipedal devices are extended upon the metaphysical terrain plane in order to advance past my current tridimensional coordinates located in the solar cluster in which a flamboyant sphere of hydrogen and helium known under the title Sun, illuminating our daily lives, in which I am obligated to bear thy dishonorable existence. Wench.
Please, call me Jean Tortoise. I've never been known to back out of sudden butt piracy.
If man could fly, we could no longer eat chicken. I, Birdman, proclaim the reign of pigeons over this feeble planet.
I am currently in the process of engaging in a dinner conversation.
I hope it doesn't rain today.
So, iguanas are quite odd. They're very perplexing. They seem like reptiles, and they're classified as such. But they seem more domesticated than the other reptiles. Like, they are friendlier than snakes. No one says, that guy is such an iguana.
What I don't get is those dang mad children with their fancy hot air balloons. No one in their right mind would think that getting hauled up in the air by a ball of tissue is any fun. If I wanted to die already, I'd just hang myself.
I've always wanted to be a ballerina, but mother said that I don't have the hips. I could never quite live up to her childbearing expectations. All in all, Victorian-era architecture interests me very little.
Why am I attracted to water bottles? Maybe it's because their containing properties make me feel like they could handle me and my emotions. Maybe it's their cylindrical shape. Their volume is easily calculated by the base times height formula, just like my soul.
The only music that I thoroughly enjoy is the sound of rocks clanging and smashing together. Basking in the glorious moonlight of the eternal heavens as my caveman forefathers watch on, headbanging to the everlasting bliss of sedimental layers crushed by the melodious waltz of violent death, exemplified by the rapid movement of my frail limbs. This is the only time paradox I've encountered on my journey, and henceforth I shall proclaim it to the root of all known evil. The sequence in which my blanket has unfolded beckons a simple question that I shall not reveal to you because I lack the necessary motivation to wake up in the morning without spewing regurgitated blasphemy.
The doctors told me I am gonorrhea free, but I'm still trapped in the eternal latches of capitalism. Out of all the STDs I could have contracted, it was on the flea market where I became acquainted with the art of the untaxed trade of goods. Its infection eats me, much like the library card careers eating at the foundation of hard work, freeloading on municipal money to consume the intellectual produce of others. All that for this inflamed anus. You know, I never quite enjoyed being whipped, but the prospect has become more appealing when I put into perspective. It cannot be worse than the TV shows I am watching right now.
Did you hear? They discovered a new planet, but I still feel like I should apply to that new secretary job that opened up last week.
Billy went to therapy a while back, but little did the pastor know this wasn't the first time he had a hard time in the forest.
I am currently in the process of being a dead corpse.
Man, I hope it doesn't rain today.